And we are live here in Cambridge, Massachusetts, where the news is that we're getting another blizzard tomorrow. I mean, is there no end to our punishment? What have we done? And I'm here with Howard Martell, who's kept relative order. I have been freezing for over 3 weeks. I don't know if I'll ever thaw out. And I've been thinking a lot about my Puritan ancestors and how they coped with this weather, and how they died young, disease, and just plain malnutrition. Just think for a second, Howard, if you will. If a pilgrim who lived in my neighborhood, which was their headquarters, wanted a glass of water, and the bucket was empty, didn't matter what time of the year it was, you had to go down to the river and chuck away the ice and bring it home. And water is terribly difficult to carry. And of course, people died. No wonder they were worn out. My own personal thing is sort of trying to find out who the captain of the Mayflower was and send him a nasty letter. Why didn't we go south and take Virginia? You know, we could have. The Pilgrims could have. Well, they didn't do it. I bet they were not too happy. We are here to celebrate another victory by a woman we all know and love, and peace. Put her under a microscope. I do believe that this woman is being put under more microscopes than some microbe out of Albert Schweitzer's laboratory. What do you think, Howard? Do you know who I'm talking about? Don't say their name yet.
Of course.
I believe you know.
Of course I do.
Now, before we go deeper into our subject today, what would you say about your own performance? Ho, this will be good.
I'm happy with my consistency.
What would you like to say about your own performance? Yes.
Better.
Come on, Howard, you're not going to get away with. You're not going to get away like that. It's not in the cards for you to get away with that. Dig deeper here.
I know I'm on the scratch surface of our leadership, and because I do, which is a steady promotion. I can hold that to a fine, like anybody.
Are you pressing the skip button so that we don't hear
every single month? No, I'm not pressing any skip button.
So he says, folks, but in reality,
paused.
These are remarks that may not go down well at home. Viciously. Go on, try it again. Try it again. Tell us what you learned. Tell us what you're going to apply better this month. Tell me what habits you're going to get rid of, if there are such habits. In other words, dig deep, my boy, dig deep.
What I learned was that you can't always buy your way up. It helps to use the advanced resources, but the fact of it is that you need to find the places where people are coming in from, which is, in my opinion, can be any safe list. You need to change up your sublines. As I've seen here, monitor, when I come up with more, I'm
giving you the floor here.
That I know that you want 150 or more people
at all times.
Builds. Profits continue. Being that. Pick the phone up. Reach out to your associates, the ones who specifically leave their phone number, want to hear from you. Don't be afraid of that 500-pound gorilla.
I'm going to give you a little break in hopes that your set comes back. I want to go back to talking about something which is very interesting to me because I am one of them. I am a Puritan by descent. The Puritans crossed the Atlantic in a tiny boat called the Mayflower. And they ended up here in Cambridge. They made this the theological headquarters of the New World. Boston was to be the commercial headquarters. Cambridge was to be the educational and theological headquarters. And they didn't get the chance of saying, not today. Oh, no, not today. I can't do it today. I can't ask. You have to ask my wife. Not sure. I don't think I can afford it. If they wanted to live, there were certain things they had to do. If they wanted a new shirt, they didn't go to the store and charge it. They had to make it. If they wanted some corn in a patch of corn right in front of my house, they had to plant it, weed it, care of it, and so on. You get my meaning here? I'm letting you know that the people who made America great complained a whole hell of a lot less than they did in the 17th century. They didn't have the luxury of complaint. And we do, and boy, we use it lavishly. So the first thing we're going to talk about here is, without giving her my official greeting and congratulations, I'm going to tell you about Linda. I haven't approved this as her. This is my observations. These are observations that most anyone could make, but I do make. First of all, she started her victory trek for March at midnight tonight, last night. She was already afoot when the world slept. God gave her a head start. She uses time as it should be used. You're going to use it up, so you might as well get the use of it. And then it took probably 5 minutes off, did a little victory dance in her bunny slippers, and we're right back. Why? Well, I suspect she realizes that I'll be pushing the rest of you to catch up with her. And Howie, consider this little pressure on your forehead just the beginning. Linda also examines her performance. She doesn't do exactly the same thing every month. Some things she tweaks to do more of, some things she tweaks to do less or none of. That's smart. For many years now, my knowledge about baseball, as you can imagine, is distinctly limited, but it does encompass one thing. The games at the beginning of the season are as important as the games at the end of the season. And in fact, you can lock in your championship, as Linda's doing right now. Right this minute, she's locking in her championship for March. I don't precisely know what list she'll use and what quantities, but I know she does. And she's reviewing all her lists and saying, what will it take for me to beat that pesky Jeremiah and all that softy old Mr. Howard Martello? And what about Brian Armstrong? How is she going to beat him? She's going to exert, as all animals do, the minimum amount of energy for the maximum amount of results. If you want her to put up more energy and get more sales, you guys have to be the ones who does it. She's not. She calibrates her victories. I've watched her do this. If she needs one to get a victory, she'll go for 2 or maybe 3. But she's not going to go for 110% because she doesn't need to. And Linda, here I am. I'm the coach of all. You're going to need to up that energy gift this month. I'm not going to let you win. Yes, notice this. People said to me the other day, you're not supposed to be partial. You're supposed to be impartial. I said, excuse me. Where the subject is money, nobody is impartial. Have you ever met a person who was impartial about money? You know, they said, give me more. Give me more. I was just talking to a friend of mine about it. He was complaining about his taxes, what America does at this time of the year. We complain. I said, well, you know, you could use your tax exempt account. Oh, no, not that. Well, so he got socked by the state of Connecticut. $2,600 more. And he was flaming mad. Linda is going to have to up her energy investment this month because I'm going to invest it in my boys. I'm going to say to Howard Martell, I'm going to come down to Howard's house tonight and look at him and say, that's not right. So don't sleep yet. Do this now. Do this extra list. In short, push. Any comments on that? I like analyzing Linda. I like it because she's a consistent player. I also like it because I know what to do to make her up her performance. Now, Linda, in all fairness, would you like to come up now, or would you like to wait until all the bunting is out in the parades? I'd love for Linda to come up now, if she wishes, to discuss why she won in as much or as little detail as she'll give us. And if I were her, I wouldn't tell you all the damn thing. You see? Not now. But Linda, just do me one little favor. Answer me one question, Batwoman. Have you begun to plot your victory speech for April the 1st? And there you see is the champ. The champ takes a breath, maybe two, and she's off and running. The rest of you go to the park and play with your pooches. No offense, you know how I feel about dogs. Well, Howard, did you start the month off in championship mode? Have you closed a sale? Where you get leverage on Linda is right now. The first hour of the first day of the first week of the month. That's where you get any leverage that you're going to have. And when we had a little event the other day where we bet who was going to win.
Start now.
And I bet on Jeremiah. And I did that for political reasons. But Jeremiah, I'm going to tell you one thing right now. If you don't wallop Linda today, you'll never whop her at all. Mr. Howie Martello, do you agree? Are you going to go 110% up today? Today is when the championship for the month of March will be determined. Today. Now. Commentary from Martello headquarters. I feel like I'm Walter Cronkite interviewing all the presidential candidates. And now, how are you going to say New Hampshire, you're 47 points behind? What are you going to do? What are you going to do about that? Knowing what I've just told you and what you could deduce for yourself. But today is the first day of the April championship. The March championship that will be announced April the 1st. Any comment? And Jeremiah, I'd be happy to have you come up.
Promote.
If you're there.
That's
and Brian,
my ability. Promote.
If you believe that you have promoted to the best of your ability, then you believe that you will be perpetually in 4th place. Do you accept that as a given? If you can't up your game, you're where you're going to be. Aha, he's singing, folks. Are you happy with that 4th place performance? He's mulling it over. Well, see, I know he's got some button going on there. Illiterate speech. Let me try again. Are you happy with your 4th place performance in this current sales contest? Is it to say he's disappeared? Can anyone hear me? Is it me who's in the fridge frozen, or is it Howard?
There's always, I don't make excuses, but there's always room for improvement, even with the top spots. You have to push yourself a little more, find some more soil you promote to, and just consistency. And I think that will fail if they don't see it results. It's taken me almost 5+ years, people, to build this. Right, the list
ask you again.
Is quite big, but it's going to get bigger. And the result will be.
I'm going to ask you again. Are you preparing a plan that will efface your 4th place finish and at least move you up 1 place? Or are you just going to continue to do the things you did with no analysis? People who move up are freaking crazy for the subject of analysis. They want to know why, when, how, what. Well, have you begun the period of analysis? I think you're talking to a person in a fishbowl. Jeremiah, are you ready to come up with some comments? And Brian Armstrong, if you are looking.
Yes, I've started the promotion, of course, every single day.
But is it pitched so that you rise up, or is it pitched so that you remain where you are? In other words, if we look at your results 30 days today, and they're the same as the last 30 days, that means you didn't learn from the experience. Now, having said that, do you think coaches and baseball teams are telling their people how to stay the same or how to improve? I vote that Howard Martell's gives us a new computer. It's like talking to someone who's blowing around in the wind. Do we have Brian Armstrong with us? Do we have Jeremiah, Jehovah, Jesus, Jeffrey Johnson with us? Not wish, plan. Do we have, I want to bring up our challengers here, if they're here. They're probably hiding under the table now. If you will not analyze performance, you cannot improve performance. You need to rail now. Jeremiah, are you there? No, Jeremiah. Lisa Martineau, will you come up, please? It's like all the challengers are hiding. Well, maybe they are. All right, Ms. Martineau, come on. You can be my co-anchor person.
Okay, first off, congratulations.
Do you think there's a conspiracy in the air? Linda won't come up. Brian isn't here. Jeremiah isn't here. I don't know what fishbowl he's swimming around in. Couldn't hear half the words.
Well,
I want to use you as my foil. Because
okay.
you told
I think
it was last month. Last month you said that you aimed to beat Linda. Now I'm going to ask you a question. What did you do to achieve that goal?
Not a lot. Not a lot. I did promote. I am consistent in promotions, but not as much as I should be. And definitely.
And pray, what do you intend to do this month that's different?
More.
You all love these little fireside chats, I know. How you love them, how dearly, let me count the ways. The most difficult thing in the world, after the words I'm sorry, are I muffed it. If you didn't win, it's because you didn't do a series of things that Linda did. Now, unless she's harboring some secret hamsters or something in the garage, she follows the Yellow Brick Road as laid down by George Koch. She said that every time I have heard her speak on the subject, George laid it out, she follows. Now I ask you, are you any less smart than Linda? Would you regard yourself as less intelligent?
Linda is very intelligent.
That's not what I said. I'm putting the fickle finger fate on you.
Okay, well, we probably have our different areas of...
You're waffling, darling. You are waffling. You might as well go to the waffle maker. You are waffling.
Me and Linda have the exact same tools.
See, now, Linda's ongoing, what do I want to say, statement is that she's intelligent, no more intelligent than anyone else. Of course, that's rubbish. That's absolute rubbish. She's smart enough to see what Koch writes on the screen and to follow that as if it were the very gospel, which it is. So that's a kind of intelligence. She is efficient. Is she more efficient than you are, Howard? You see, all of you are good. You're dancing around. You don't want to answer my questions because my questions imply that you can improve, and I'm going to push you until you do, and I am.
She's a tough lady. We have
She's relentless. Yes, she's relentless. Now, women of her generation are not supposed to be relentless. They're supposed to be warm, cuddling, and have hot soup for the hubby when he comes home, and to praise him and run things there. I love you even though you are a nitwit. That's her generation's woman. I know, it's my generation's woman too. Now, let's see. Kurt Davis says, they are quite a bit. Yes, they are. I don't know you, but it's true. Now, Kurt Davis, before we go another step, I'm going to bring you in. I'm going to show the world how this is done, as if I didn't do it every single day of my life. Carl Davis, you've been here 6 times. Why haven't you joined us? No straight answer. I'm giving the straight answers. You ask me now. I'm your sponsor dealer. I'm the guy that's going to help make you the offer or not, as I choose. Now, you've been here 6 times. Why haven't you joined us? You see, I get right down to the nitty-gritty. You guys dance around like it's a polka. Oh, my God, money. Isn't it always money? Isn't it always money? It's $99.95, Carl. Do you have $99.95? And I'm going to speak to Dimitri Schumann and Abdul and Frank and Harvey and Yutla. I'm speaking to all of you who want to make money. And I'm going to bring you in. Here's what's going to happen in the next few minutes. You're going to come in. We're going to get kicked out. If you're in, I'm going to love you to death and give you a push ahead. Push ahead. Oh, my God. Now it's back to Social Security. Carl, do we hear this excuse every single friggin' day? If I believed everybody who said this, I'd be broke. As everyone knows, I'm not broke. Now here's the situation. Carl, I'm going to make you an offer. A brilliant offer. Are you ready for it? Will you listen to it? Will you listen to it? And this offer is for Dimitri and Abdullah and Frank Ice. Well, that fits with Massachusetts. Here's what we're going to do. Did you all watch the video? It takes 7 minutes. Carl, did you watch the video carefully? All right. I'm going to ask Miss Martineau to read the offer to you. And then if I like you, and I'm beginning to think I might, I'm going to give you a whole bunch of extra goodies. I'm going to tweak that offer. And you're going to have 7 minutes to decide whether you're coming in or not. If you don't come in and you go out, we wash our hands of you, and that's the end of you. Miss Lisa Martineau, read away.
Okay, this is for Carl, Frank, Harvey. Harvey's in the video as well. Okay, Carl and Frank and Harvey, you say you finished our silver membership presentation video. That's great. And you already know the awesome offer we've got for you if you order within the next 10 minutes. You get the $1,500 bonus offer made in the video, plus you can e-blast any website or offer to 90,000 of our subscribers every month. You get over 500 landing pages and over 1,500 real traffic sources. Also, our monitors will start closing sales for you today, and that's without ever charging you anything. Finally, your commission earnings are from 20 to 100%. You just click the blue link to order. Now, this offer is made once and once only to you, but wait, there is still more. For Carl, Frank, and Harvey, I always like to say best last. Still more. If you upgrade to silver membership now, you also get over 500 landing pages, over 1,500 real traffic sources, sales closing 24 hours a day, over 100 training lessons, 50 members placed under you now. You can email blast to 90,000 per month, over 100,000 ad credits per month, 3 Facebook marketing courses on how to generate thousands of leads using Facebook marketing tactics. And remember, you can use these resources to generate lead and traffic for any business. And if you upgrade to silver membership now, Carl, Frank, Harvey, you can be well on your way to earning consistent income now. Your package includes traffic, leads, trusted advertising sources, a comprehensive online training program, plus sales closing assistance 24 hours a day. Now, no other company offers you this. Worldprofit's ironclad backing is based on our 20 years in business. So upgrade to Silver membership now to receive the bonus offer, and with all privileges and exclusive freebies. And as well, this is for Carl, Frank, Harvey, and the 112 members and guests that are currently looking in. Attention, internet marketers. Now, this is absolutely spectacular, a money machine. Now you can have your very own 50,000 product Amazon store on your site worth $397. You'll be one of the first, the very first anywhere in the world with this incredible feature. Moreover, we will train you in detail how to squeeze the most money from this store. This comes with our highest recommendation, and quite frankly, you'd be crazy not to grab it. Just click on the bright red box and order now. Your Amazon store is included. Bonus also includes 50 associate members placed under you immediately. And Frank and Harvey and Bamish as well. I want you to look at the top. Okay, Dr. Lant, do you want to carry on?
I do. I'm ready to jump in. I'm going to make these gentlemen such an offer they've never seen before. For the very first person, and only the first person who orders, you're going to get 150 customers off my personal list. This has been the list that George Kosh has maintained for me for over 20 years. It's the best list on the internet, the oldest, most prime list. I'm giving 150 to the first person, be that Harvey, be that Abdul, be that Frank, be that Bamish. Whoever orders next gets the 150 leads plus a free copy of my 19th book, Net Profit, sells for $30 at Amazon.com, whatever it is. If you want money on the net, you want that book. Now, if these folks say no, they're not going to do it, we're going to throw them out. And we're going to go on to the next person, because promptly reviewing a person's just bona fides, whether they're a good customer or not, is part of the deal. Abdul, do you want the extra bonus? Frank Ice, do you want the extra bonus? Harvey Williams. Well, folks, do you want it or don't you? One person is going to get the supremely good offer. The rest of you will get moderately good offers. Well, I'm waiting. If you can't make a decision on this basis, then you should not be in business. The smart nook, the clock for 7 minutes begins now. You are in charge of the clock. You're now, gentlemen, we're now starting the countdown. You have 7 minutes in which to click on the bright red box that says Order Now. What option 1, the monthly option. This offer is made once and only once and will never be made to you again. And I'll make sure it's never given to any of you again. That's not a threat, that's a promise. Well, gentlemen, we now have 6 minutes. And I, for one, am thinking I would just sit here and eat my whorehound drops off my silver platter. And I shall enjoy them immensely. 6 minutes has been called. 6 minutes. Well, I can't help it if these people are not very intelligent and they're not going to take this offer. That's their problem, not mine. They have to live with it. I don't. Jeanette from Germany. Please respond. Rule from Bulgaria. Frank Ice, what do you intend to do? Harvey Williams, what do you intend to do? You're not going to get any richer, any more powerful, or any more desirable if you don't take the necessary steps. And I literally am offering to you, I'm this silver platter. This is a real silver platter. It's owned by one of the primo aristocrats in the 18th century, the Marquis of Hereford. I have his dinner plates. It's only fitting. 5 minutes has been called. 5 minutes. Now, Miss Lisa, what you're going to do for me is at the end of 5 minutes, should these people still be lurking, loitering, you're going to take your dainty hand and get rid of them.
You don't want that to happen, Harvey, Frank. You want to get in here.
What they're telling us by not saying a thing is that they know better than we do. It's the implication is strong and unsavory. Harvey Williams and Frank Ice think they know better than George Koch. Now we all know that's ludicrous. It's completely ridiculous. But by sitting there not taking any action whatsoever, they're telling us they don't need us. And I say to them, you need us, but I'll be damned if I'll let you have it. Keep here, safe behind our walls. Well, Frank? Well, Harvey? And these are the white-hot hopes of entrepreneurialism? I think not.
Well, Frank, you should respond, and one of you get 150 customers. They're throwing it away.
Waiting for an indication that there's any gram of intelligence in that quadrant. I would like to see Leonard Nimoy and his character of Spock when the lights were said about these people. Whoa!
And good day to
Now, gentlemen, let me tell you what's going to happen to you. When Lisa says the 7 minutes are over, I'm going to throw you out of here, and you are on your own. You will have to do everything that is necessary to create an international web-based business, and you won't know the first thing to do. You won't have any knowledge, no training, no instruction. No people to work for you like the monitors do. No George Koch, head of technology and head of education. You won't have any of it. But you will have one thing that we don't have, and that's arrogance. Keep those numbers falling. I want these critters out of here. Legitimately, but out.
Frank, are you here? Listening in? Harvey? Time is running out. Folks, there's only 2 minutes left. That's it. 2 minutes. And good day to Arthur from Poland. I heard just came in.
Yes, give him the blue link to the D7 connection. I know Artur has been here 5 times. Artur, you're just never going to make it. How are the count coming along? 2 minutes?
Closing in on pretty quick here, 1 minute.
1 minute remaining. Now, Mr. Harvey Williams and Mr. Skies have made a disastrous miscalculation. It's going to cost you money for the rest of your time on the net. You don't have the prayer to have an international home-based internet business. Not a prayer, not a wish, not an aspiration. Get rid of them.
Okay.
Cleanse the board, madam.
And Jan just came in, so Jan, you're on the order form, you're in here. Jan, you need to go watch the video first, okay?
There's Harvey Williams back again. She can't even bear to be away for us for 3 seconds, but won't take any decisive action. Abraham Lincoln once said, "Thus have loved the common man, he made so many of him." And boy, we see that here every day. make money on the internet takes the exceptional person, not the average person. Therefore, I disagree with Linda's assessment when she says, no, I'm not smarter than anyone else. Rubbish! You don't win year after year, not to mention month after month of triumphs. The average. It just does not compute. So do say that to me. I know it's part of your political thing, but you and I know each other very well, and you're not getting away with that from me. Well, now, let's carry on. The other day, a young man, age 29, came into the Live Business Center from Nigeria. Nigeria is in the midst of what is called an insurgency. The terrorists control upwards of 40% of the country, and they kill people. And I said to the young man, when I discovered his age is 29, I said, what do you think the revolutionaries will do to you when they capture Lagos, the capital? What do they do to young men? They shoot them dead as quickly as possible. And I said, did U.S. dollars in your pocket is the only surety you have, and you may be able to get some extra time or space or get yourself on a boat or whatever it's going to take. And he said, I'll think about it. And he'll think about it until the insurgency has got his front door killing his family. And then he'll come to me and say, I wish I'd listened to you. Well, I don't want you to say, I think I should have listened to you. Listen to me. Listen to me now. Can you imagine? We're not playing anymore for MLM points or whatever it is. We're literally, in many countries of this globe, we're playing for life and death. What do you think about that, Ms. Martiniak? Is that true?
There's a lot more importance in the world than...
We help tide people all over the world, Mr. Healthcare payment, a mortgage payment, food bill, car payment, health benefits of any kind. That's what we do. And we give good straight advice too, because I keep my fingers on the pulse of a whole store of nations, what's happening. Because I want to be able to speak candidly to these people when they come in, instead of giving me the, oh, I don't have the $99. Well, then do you want to be shot? Are you willing to risk your life because you're the right demographic for the revolutionaries to kill you out of the first go-around? I think not. So, we have Mr. Harvey Williams. You can be rest assured that someone says, oh, that Lant, he's an arrogant sort. I'm not arrogant. I'm factual. It was Jim, let's see. What's that? Cricket. Jiminy Cricket. Anyway, we have, oh, what a name. L will do. We have L with us. So, Miss Martiniak, what have you learned about the great game here? It is a game. A gigantic game.
It was actually, I enjoyed, they spent a lot of hours there, and it was close. I kind of expected Jeremiah to, we did have our little, I kind of thought he'd come up, but Linda just kept the lead, I think, all the way.
Jeremiah made a critical mistake. He didn't get interested until the time was already against him. And again, and in those situations, he did reasonably well. But he didn't treat day as day one victory. He treated it as day one, just another day of the calendar. And it isn't. If you want to win the competition for this month, you should be winning today's competition. Now, our friend El Yasmin from Madagascar. How are you today? Are you ready to make money on the net? I see Madagascar is one of those kind of countries that I know a little bit about. It was a part of the French colonial empire in the 19th century. And it's a poor country where a few dollars a month extra or US dollars would make all the difference. El Yasmin, can you hear me? This is Dr. Lant, the CEO. I'm talking to you. Okay, El Yasmin, here's the situation. Do you have $100? I'm going to open up the chances of a lifetime to you right now and right here. Do you have $100 to avail yourself of them, yes or no? Well, moi je parle belle langue aussi, mais ici nous parlons seulement l'anglais. Pas un mot de français, camarade. Now, you don't have no English and you've got no money. You are in a pickle. All right, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. How long will it take you to gather $100? Just say that I allowed you to do that. How long will it take you to get it together? Now, when the monitors do this, they give way too much time. Way too much time. You don't know anyone's feelings. I don't care about their feelings. I care about whether they have money in their pocket. They can worry about their feelings themselves. What can you do? You can start thinking like an entrepreneur instead of like someone on Social Security. How long are you going to need the money? Straightforward question. You can't answer that. Who the hell is going to answer it? Who the hell is going to help you? Lentement? Non. Je parle, vous écoutez. Now, Miss Martina, what are you going to say to this person who's got no English and no money and doesn't want us to go slow? What are you going to say to this person?
I say do everything you can to come up with the funds because we can definitely help you, and you did say you need the help. And here you will find it, but you have to come up with
I ask again, Mademoiselle, how long do you need to gather the funds? How long? Look, all deals have to start someplace. Even though I might not like the tenor of the deal, it's starting. Even though she might not like the tenor of the deal, it's starting. And then we'll finesse it. Bon, je suis un homme aussi. Je suis le capitaine de tout le partout, tout le monde aquí, ici. Now, how long is it going to take you, Om? What do you keep saying? Perhaps the subject's in doubt. Now, madam, you've got to get Belle Jasmine off of the I am a man stick, and how long is it going to take stick? Get him there. How long will it take you to get $100? Jasmine, how long? We can't do a damn thing for you unless you tell me that. You know, when I sit here, I hear my grandfather's voice, I hear my father's voice. These were business people. I grew up among business people, and I had acquired the resonance of their voices. I knew when something wasn't going right, I knew when something was going wrong, something was going terrific. I learned by the amount of liquor my grandfather poured out of his private supply how important the guest was. I learned a lot by paying attention. Now, I'm waiting, calling Alexander, calling El, calling Abdul. So now we warmed up to the subject. What did you learn out of the subject of February?
That I've seen a lot of people come up like very strong. So with the tools that they're using, there is no excuses that they can't do.
Now you tend to be, and I've teased you about this for a long time, you tend to be kind of like, as far as I know, those moves don't make money. Now I could be wrong, and if I am, I'm sure you'll tell me. But how do you believe that we have a good product line?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
You believe that they'd be better off without us?
No. Not at all. They'd be nowhere without us.
Don't you feel your presentation would be approved if you poured a little dollop, or $2, or even $3, of your core belief into the offer and said, look, Jasmine, you're fetzing around here. You need $100. I don't care how you get it. Get it. I can't help you until you do. You understand me?
Yes, Jasmine, I think you should really pay attention and come up with that. How long is the question? And the date to earnest.
Calling up Abdul Ghaffur, Wandan Hussein. Oh my God Almighty! No, I won't do it. Combien de temps? How long will it take you to get $100 together? Please give him a little white. Give him a little white. How long will it take you to get $100? Now, Mr. Jeremiah, are you there? It's time for you to get your button. Now, what may we expect you to be doing to upgrade your tallies for the month of March? What are you going to do? More of the same? Or to the same, more of the same?
Oh, personally? A lot more.
Well, yes, personally. Who the hell am I talking to? Virgin Mary? I'm talking to you personally, yes.
I thought you were talking to Joe. No, definitely I can. You put it out there, and it is, as I say, we all have the same tools. We just have to.
So we differ in having one tool that is not the same, and that is this tool that says, I will win. Have you ever known me to say I'll throw in the towel or this or that? Whatever it is, I'm going to win. I'm programmed to win. Are you programmed to win? If you're not programmed to win, you won't win.
Reprogramming. Little reprogramming is definitely in the works.
I want you to type something. I want you to type on the screen. Not good enough. N'est pas une chose satisfaite. There you go. Now, how many of you are going to engage in a little show and say reprogramming of the number one money-making tool in the arsenal is right here? It resides in this little itsy-bitsy space right here. And if that place isn't programmed for success and victory, you will never achieve success or victory. And that's a fact. Now, I want to say something. It breaks my heart because the monitors are my special pets, as you know. Napoleon Bonaparte had special pets too. He called them the French Imperial Guard. And they were the pets of the Empire regime. And he called them the grognards, the grumblers, because they kept grumbling about everything. The crème de la crème of the French military. Grognards, the grumblers. Now here's one. You folks justify your inactivity and lack of success as if it was expected. It's not acceptable. You should never accept failure. Never accept anything less than 100% accuracy. Never. Maybe you won't achieve it, but you better well go for it. Now here's what I'm doing right now. I'm enlisting all of you into the new competition. You are all to beat Linda. That's my rule. That's my, shall I say, aspiration. All of you are not just going to bring sales, you're going to beat Linda Elsie this month. All of you! Or give me a reason why that can't happen. And so far I haven't seen no reasons. Well, madam, what do you think of that? I'm not waiting for you to decide. I've decided for you.
I know. When you make your decision, Dr. Lant, we better be following it as best we can.
You better think of a whole bucket full of excuses because I'm not accepting any of them. Let me tell you what we've got. George Kosh and I and Sandy are very clever people. Perhaps you've noticed. We set this company up so that all the cards in the deck were played by people inside the company. There's only one card that the people who visit us have, and that's the card of obstinacy. They can obstruct the works by simply sitting there like a mule and doing nothing. That's the one card that they have. We have every other card in the deck, and that wasn't by accident. We dreamt this thing up and took the trump back and took the trump back till we hold all the trumps. And these people that come in here, what chance have they got without us? Ask yourself that. What chance have they got? Think of that poor 29-year-old man waiting, trying to ponder how he's going to outsmart the most vicious terrorists on the earth. How is he going to do it alone? He can't. And he may well pay the ultimate price because of his stupidity. Now, do you think that Paulo from Dominican Republic, do you know how poor the Dominican Republic is? It's one of the poorest nations on earth. It exists in our own hemisphere. Haiti and the Dominican Republic share an island, and they share it badly. Do you think these people from the Dominican Republic are going to outsmart us? No, they need us. They can't outsmart us. They haven't got any of the tools that are necessary. Do you agree with that, Ms. Martinique? Do you agree if the chances of them overtaking us are negligible at best?
Not a chance. And they need us the most.
I reiterate this, and I want Patrice Porter to turn up the volume on this, Patrice. I want the universe to hear. We hold all the cards. The education card, the bliss building card, the deal closing card, the content card, the educational card, the card that deals with assistance morning, noon, and night. They're all here. We have it all. And so when someone comes in here and says, oh, they're going to buy us, that means they're buying to buy nothing. And out of that nothing will come absolutely nothing for the remainder of their life. When they turn us down, they turn down success on the net for life. And you know it, and I know it, and they must know it. And I'm hoping this month we see a little more fervor and a lot less cotton wooling. Oh, we have so much. When I hear you people begging for a sale, I cringe. You do not have a CEO who begs. I beg no one for anything, and neither should you. If I see that happening, I'm going to be very cross. Very cross indeed. What do you think about that, Ms. Martineau? You have been on the soft side of the question from time to time.
Yes, I wouldn't go so far as to say begging, but maybe.
What would you use? Pleading? Cajoling? Wheedling?
Okay, a little more, I think. No, I know they need us, so I guess in my aspect would be just
tell them so.
Get that out. I know, sure. Tell them so.
You know, I was up here last night with Jeremiah, and flick, 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 the sales came in immediately. I can wake up, I can be half dead, I could be all dead, I could be in a coma, I could be in 3 comas and make sales here. You know why? Because in my voice is everything they need to know. It resonates with authenticity, and credibility, and determination, and commitment. It's all in that voice. I'm going to tell the people who put me into the fire someday, don't burn the voice box. Give them to the Smithsonian Institution. They need them. We need to tell these people in stronger and stronger ways that they have nowhere else to play ball. It's us or nothing. And they're going to say, oh, there are other things that like this on the internet. George Kosh instituted a little, shall we say, comparative test many years ago. He said to a would-be customer, if you can find a better organization than ours, I'll give you our silver package for a year. He said, oh, I'll do better, I'll give you a platinum package free for a year. First of all, over the course of the last decade, only approximately 6 or 8 people have even taken the challenge. 6 or 8. And they have been crushed to the dirt. And they said, well, we have a better one than you'll ever have. All right, and I said, let's take a field trip. Perhaps you heard me say those words. And we go over there, mosey on over to their site. We take a gander, and we say, hey, where's the Crimson? Where's anything that's remotely similar? Well, and then you know what they do? Customarily, they flee into the night, like so many gypsies trying to persuade us of the thing that isn't true. We stand proud. We stand before the world. And as it says on that screen, we stand before the entire world. Madagascar included, sir. You can't answer a simple question. And the world needs us. And I'll tell you something, that God moves in mysterious ways. For all those years at Harvard that I studied imperialism and how it worked, by God, it all come into play right here, right now. How do you think I know about Madagascar, Latvia, Myanmar? Because I studied it for many years at Harvard. While my colleagues were studying socialism and communism and becoming socialists and communists, I was studying the way the world works, with associations, partnerships, condominium, diplomatic teams. We have it all. And if we didn't, George Kosh and I and Sandy Hunter would put our three heads together and cook it up quicker than you can say boiled asparagus. Now, I'm waiting for Jeremiah. If you're there and you're hiding under the table, get up. I have something to say to you. Now let's talk to La Quinta, who is back. Any questions or comments? Isn't it fun to play ball? I like it when I'm this way. It makes my blood sugar just get all used up.
Yes, Howard, need that connection fixed. But no, for sure, La Quinta Duncan from the United States, you have to watch the video first and foremost. And I have a great offer. You've been in here listening to Dr. Lant. What he says, absolutely. I'll agree 100%. You're never going to find a better system here. Watch the video. And then come back and we'll give you all the bonus offer.
Now I'm going to ask Patrice Porter to come up for a moment or two. And then I'm going to finish my remarks. I want to thank you, Miss Lisa. You're always good value, always willing to help the team, and in the process gain the necessary knowledge yourself. Now, Miss Porter, what have you learned today?
The essentials for what it takes to succeed, and the use of time, and it starts right at the beginning of the month. If you've set goals and don't wait till on into the month, get them. It starts now. And it's great advice, and always spur us on, and appreciate that. And if people want to catch the replay of today's program, it will be up on the YouTube channel Patrice Porter, and also up on our World Profit Tube at www.worldprofittube.com. And you can check out my Home Business Central at www.20waystoprofit.com. And also I help people create abundance with gardening using the tools and resources here from World Profit at www.gardeningforfoodsecurity.com. And with that, I'm going to say my adieus till...
You haven't been giving me a cozy
I tried.
Everyone's sneaking away from me today. I wonder why. You do know that you are now under order to beat Linda Elsie this month.
I wish I could...
You heard me say it.
I wish I could compare, like my gardening business. It's gone on a different route, and I am growing leaps and bounds there, and I attribute it to the training and we've gotten here, and the you're boosting and urging it.
I'll take a slice of that.
Yes.
That prideful result.
Yeah, and
because I remember one day, not so often long ago, in the human scale of time, We talked tomatoes. You remember the tomato talk?
Oh, yes. Yeah. And it's your boosting and
if you feel...
setting
Go
example.
On, finish your thought.
It's your giving us the nudges and also setting the example. And, I mean, you don't just say it, you do it. And it's wonderful having the opportunity to train with people like yourself and George Kosh, and having this wonderful opportunity for all the tools and resources here. And it's made a world of difference for me. And hopefully I'm making a world of difference for other people too. And that,
remember, put my voice in your voice. It's right here.
Yes.
I have two important bits to me, here and here.
And that's going to be recorded on the YouTube channel Patrice Porter and Worldprofit Tube. So check the replays, and we shall see you on our next Anything Goes. Bye for now.
Got to thank Patrice as always. Very good value there. Now, Howard Martell, you want to come up and say a few words, or if you can't, we'll have Lisa back up. You're coming. I hope we're getting some computer out of this session. Waiting for Howard Martell.
Importance of the motion.
You know, I've only gotten one out of every 15th word. I'm sure there's a message there, but it's not coming through to here. Well, I think I'm just going to finish off, and Howard can go home and beat his head against the wall. I have other things to do. All right, let me finish this program up. First of all, to Linda. Linda is like the rabbit that runs at the Greyhound Park, Suffolk Downs. It's the pace rabbit. The rabbit sets the pace for everything that goes around that track. Linda sets our pace. And I'm glad for her. As I manage to get more of you monitors and dealers up, the totals will go up. Her revenues are going to go up too, because she will never willingly relinquish her crown. She's glued to the throne. And if you want to get her off of there, you're going to have to start your days, your months, results should have started at 12:01 a.m. this morning, because that's when the contest began for the month of March. 12:01 a.m. Linda's already prepared. And so long as she has you buffaloed, all of you will confront an invisible line when it comes to her. And you say, oh, I can't go past the queen. And I say this, if you can't, then you'll never amount to a hill of beans. Your sales will always be timid and not very resourceful. So, Linda, I throw down the gauntlet. It's going to make you a richer woman and increase the sales of all the people in this company. We're now on notice that the contest for March is underway this very minute. Does everyone understand that? And I want to see everyone in this room type me a little message. Yes, Dr. Lant, I know the contest began at 12:01 a.m. today. Say, I know the contest is underway. Write it down. I know the contest is underway. Now, Miss Melody Middendorf from the United States of America. First of all, who is my partner? Or who is the next monitor? Melody, did you watch our video carefully? And one further thing that I've talked about before, and we'll talk about it. Every person that comes in here is a potential sale, and I want them treated accordingly. Whatever you have to do has been done by the great salespeople of the past. Do it. Use it. Hear what I say. Follow my advice. Follow my lead. Have we got it? Well, Miss Melody, you need to click on the green box and watch the video and come back to me in 7 minutes, and I will begin the process of setting you up to make money on that.